Okay, we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. I'm doing it on the Lumia 520 just to switch things up a bit because it's better in lower light than the Nikon P500 is. So, what are we doing a video about today? Well, it's clearly easy to see that we're doing a video here about a calculator. But this is a fairly special calculator. This is a Sharp Elsi-Mate. It's an EL-405. They made a lot of these Elsi-Mates. I have another one around here someplace that not only does, it's more of a scientific calculator, but that's my personal calculator that I use sometimes. And this one's just been sitting in a drawer, doing nothing. And as you can see, it's on right now. The very interesting thing about this calculator is it never shuts off. Now, there's a couple of different interesting features that this Sharp happens to have. Now, I'm going to take a quick moment and I'm going to point something out here. There is one issue with one of the digits on the actual LCD there. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's coming in very faint. But if you look at it directly, you can see that it does show up. So there's probably something wrong with the zebra strip or something inside. It's not something that I can easily fix myself, and I am very scared to take apart this calculator. But as you can most likely see now, because we are closer in, there is a very interesting feature that this calculator has, and that is a clock. Yes, there is a clock function, which does allow you to set it, and I'm going to go into showing you how to set it in a little bit. But if I switch over the switch here, I don't know why it's saying, oh, yes, that's just the clock. That's all it does. There's no date. It's just a regular old clock. There is an alarm, though. The alarm, I'm not really so sure if I want to set that or not. Yeah, let's set the alarm. Okay. So, I'm going to go over here to 1146 alarm. And that's it. Now, wait half a minute. While we're waiting for the alarm to turn on, which you'll be seeing in just a little bit here, there is actually a bugle horn trumpet symbol there, which I believe is the button that you're supposed to press to turn the alarm off. But here we go. We're going to wait about 10 more seconds here. Okay, let's try this. Ah, it was the alarm button all along. Haha, I am successful. I'll go back in here. I believe that sets it to turn off. Yep. I believe I just cleared out the alarm, and if not, I will have to take the batteries out, which I am going to be doing in a little bit anyway. Let's go to the back of this unit and take a look, see at some of the commands you can pop in here. Here's how to set the time. So, set the selector to the set position, and for the hour minute, if you want 9:05 a.m., you just put in 9:05, press the hour minute button. But 9:05 p.m., you'd press 9:05, then the p.m. a.m. button, and then hour minute, stating that the p.m. a.m. button should be touched. But 30 seconds, you put in 30 secs. Sorry. And that gives you the amount of time, I guess, you want on the seconds hand. And I guess if you want to be a little more accurate, you could do that. And then it shows you how to set the alarm. And then there's for details, refer to the instruction manual, which I do not have. So, yeah. Looks like they also want you to click the TC button. I'm not sure what TC is, and to be honest with you, I've never touched that button when setting the alarm because I don't set the alarm on this. It's just a clock. Now, going further down here, there is some writing molded in the plastic. Excuse me. Uh, Referring to model number, details, plate, all that stuff. And let me see if I can. Here you go. It says electronic calculator EL-405, rating 3-volt DC at 0.00007 watts. Use battery 1.5 volt X2. Produced by Sharp Corporation, Japan. I'm not sure what that symbol there is. I would be very interested to know exactly what that symbol is there, because that looks pretty wrong from my perspective here. Does have a couple of U.S. patents, 3902169 and 3976994. Now, I did some math, and at a rating of 3 volts of 0.quadruple 07 watts, that gives you about 0. Quadruple 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 threes at the end of that, amps. So I would guess the threes go on into infinitum. And ad infinitum, whatever. And that gives you about 0.0233 infinite milliamp. And if you take into consideration that a high-end average alkaline AA battery has about 2,600 milliamp hours in it at 1.5 volts, or thereabouts, 2,600 divided by 0.02333333 gives you, here, I'll show you actually. So 2,600 divided by 0.02, and fill it up with threes. It's not working. Did I not press the button right? Let's see. Clear all. 2,600 divided by. That's what it was. I pressed the percentage button and not divided by. See, I'm a little slow. I pressed that and I pressed that. It's a little early in the morning for me, and it's only noon. So, divided by 0.02, filled up with threes, you get 111,428.73. Now, I was told by a very interesting website here called DigiKey, which happens to sell components and stuff, using their battery life calculator, that you're supposed to also multiply the result by 0.7, and the factor of 0.7 makes allowances for external factors which can affect battery life. So let's, for the sake of example here, times this. We'll multiply that by 0.7. Now, because I don't know exactly what this is going to do, I want to completely copy this and reinsert it, so that just for the sake of the thing here. So 111,428.73 times 0.7 gives you about 70. Oh, what the heck was that? Gives you about 78,000 hours. Add a few. That approximates to about 3,250 days. 3,250 days in times 365, or divided by 365, shall we say, to get a yearly number, approximately 8.9 years. So, round that up to about 9. It would take this calculator, as it stands, about 9 years to fully go through its battery. Well, the batteries that are inside it. And to show you here what we've got, let me actually move it back to the clock so I'm not actually messing anything up. Open that up right there. And we've got some janky Lowe's branded Utilitex in here, which are actually pretty good batteries. I like these. And they're not too bad. I think we got these back in, oh god, late 2013, early 2014, or 2014 into 2015, something along those lines. And it's been sitting in here. Here we go. There's a number on here. EL-405-2020. So the expiration date on them is July of 2020, which is about 7. As you can see, there is a unused dates of replacing battery number in here. So they obviously expected this to last a long time because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. So 8 times 5 is 40. Unless you were using this with the alarm, which I would expect to also suck up a bit of battery life. But the average usage is about 0.07 watts. So take the alarm out of the equation. That's about how long you're going to get out of this if you just use it as a calculator and just use it as a clock. Actually, this clock is about 3 minutes off, unless my clock on my computer is about 3 minutes off, in which case my computer's off and this is actually correct. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to make a video about here. Just wanted to show this off because there's other stuff that I've wanted to make videos about that are currently pending. I want to make an update video to the NetServer E60 sleeper machine project, I guess I'm going to call it. I don't know what the heck I'm going to formally call it yet. It's just the E60 sleeper machine. I still want to make a better video about the Xi3, since I never got around to that, really. I have a new computer coming in the mail from, oh God knows where, and it is an MSI Winbox 2 with an Adam N270 that's going to become my little pfSense gateway that I'm going to make a video about. And aside from that, there's not much else going on. I mean, this was all I really wanted to make a video about, and this is something that I've been trying to make a video about for a couple of years now, because it's a calculator, and yet it's a clock. Which one is it? Which one is it designed to be first? Well, obviously, it's supposed to be a calculator first and a clock second, and I guess that's just for convenience, because they expected in the 80s that some guy is going to carry this around in their, shirt pocket, and it's going to need a watch, and doesn't need a watch, and hey, that's what time it is. Cool. Okay. It obviously fits some sort of a niche market, and this was the deal. So, now that I am done rambling on about this calculator, I think I'm going to end this video. And we're going to see how it takes off. Because I've never seen one of these other than when I picked it up at the thrift shop a couple years ago, and I think it's pretty cool. Aside from the one the one segment that has a little bit of an issue that I'm probably never going to fix, because I'm afraid to take this apart in an effort to preserve it as it is. It's not dead. It's not dying. There's just a little bit of a defect. Otherwise, it is 100% there. So, I mean, hey, that's a thing. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, I guess. I don't usually ask about this. I'm just putting videos up to put videos up. And, I have a couple other calculators I'm going to make a couple videos about, probably. So if you want to see those, that includes a very old Casio Personal 1 calculator, which you guys will find very interesting because of things, but it's definitely something to look at. Let me know, and I'll pop some calculators up, and we'll have one big old calculator video longer than 14 minutes. See you next time.